dotAGE. Village Elder, help us. Build your village and help your pips fight off hundreds of heavens in dotAGE as the prophetic village elder of a small medieval town. dotAGE is a merciless turn-based roguelite town builder. Will you fulfill the prophecy? Developed by CKC Games. Expected sometimes during 2022, and this that I'm going to show you is the demo version available now on Steam. Let's start. All right. CKC Games presents press any key to play. Look at in the demo, then we got some settings, audio, video, it's okay. Let's start. Welcome to the demo, welcome to the dotAGE. This is a short demo to give you a taste of the game. Beware, content is not final. Enjoy. You will do for sure. New story, choose your elder. Coming soon, okay. For now we can only go with Matus. Let me tell you the story of how our very own village was born. I was so young back then. This is the tale of a curse where we were destined to face, and how we bested the advertise through cooperation. Traits, Grumpsy. Let's see. We got some different difficulty level. Easy, normal, hard, very hard, impossible. Now we can go normal or hard. Obviously I go on normal. A challenging survival experience. Danger generated 100%. Let's play. Began before all of you were born. We've been traveling for days in foreign lands. This is the story of how our village was born, the story of how we bested the prophecy. It all began in a lush secluded valley, which we found after several days of travel. Just a few more steps, you stalkers. We're almost there. My feet hurt. Oh, I was so young back then. I convinced a few pips to follow me to the valley. This is it. This is the place I told you about. We must stay here. You better not be lying about this new life made us. Impertinent, follow my lead and everything will be alright. Now, get to work. We started working right away to build our village. Oh, I think this is the first time I'm telling you this story, isn't it? You'd better pay attention as I won't repeat it twice. At any time you can click on this button to skip the scene. The village was in a second faraway valley. You can use your arrow key pan at the screen edge or hold the mouse like this. Okay. I was the leader of a new village. Let me tell you what I did to make the village thrive. The tent was our village's center. It defined the extent of our village where we could safely build. Please place it on an available tile, close to berries bushes. Close to berry bushes. Wanna build over here maybe? We pips in abandoned dwellings such as this, hover over the dwelling and you will see that it is already full of pips. Pips, yes, my fellow villagers, I used to tell them what to do each day. I remember first sending a pip to get some food. To assign a pip to a building, structure or plan, click on its style. Pips follow my wise advice without question. The pip is now working. You can click on the tile again to remove the pips. Pips work to produce resources daily over a billion to see what it will produce. We found some bushes full of berries. They would suffice for our first days. Bushes have limited uses. The number on the top left shows how many. Okay. We collected the resources we produced each day in a shared pool inside the village. 1 food per each peep was needed every day. Available food is assigned automatically. Okay. Ensure that each pip was assigned to their daily task. Here you see how many working pips are in the village in total and how many are idling. I also took note of the current days, year and season. The game advances in turns, so don't worry about time passing too fast. When I was satisfied with the daily assignment, we got to work right away. Pass the turn by clicking the sun. Okay. They went to sleep. Hold on, there was more in it, I recall it now. Memory retrieved. I can recall what happened. With my old age I tend to get a bit forgetful. As I tell you our story, old memories will resurface. So look out for those epiphanies. Pips can now build structure. Any pip has the skill to build a building. After you choose a building, you will be able to place it where you want inside the village area, and an occupied pip will get there to build, and it will take a few days. The building menu is divided in sections. Click on the service section. We got service, dwellings and row. I decided we need to think of spots to help pips come up with new ideas. Click on it. Each building has a different cost to build. For this one it took 1 day and a couple of wood resources. It took 1 day and 2 wood. Okay, and a pip, I presume. Buildings were used by pips to produce resources. This one produced 1 science in a day. This is okay. Buildings also had special requirements called traits. This building cannot be placed immediately next to another building. Thinking pips need science. I decided where to place the building. Place it. If a pip is free, it will be assigned to the building. Remember to assign a pip before passing your turn. Where? I decided place it. Okay, here where you see where you can see the icon Yama. Let's place it over here. Took pips a few days to build. Hover the building to see how many turns are left. Okay. Many came in many different times. Some of them could be built only on specific terrains, while other changes production based on their surrounding. What? You want to know how I mastered the placement of buildings? Well, I collected my wisdom into a big book. I called it Agepedia. Access it by clicking here. My Agepedia contains information about building, resources, and much more. Be sure to check it often. As if you forget about something, just ask and I will gladly tell you about it. When you see a small icon on your cursor, you can right click to access the Agepedia page for the hoard items. This is nice. Memory retrieved. Building. This is a log. Here, pips available for work. Cool. It tells you who is the pip. Here. Go take some cherry and let's skip a turn. We recovered some food and we spent some food, 3. 1 for each pip. Memory retrieved research. Pips came to this land with little knowledge, but they can be very brilliant if they take their time. Some buildings produce science, which is used to advance your research. By gathering science, you will be able to discover new buildings. Some people were obsessed with science, a special resource we could use to discover new buildings. Click on the research button to see what we can do. Get a tally of what structures we had knowledge of. Each building requires producing a certain amount of science to be discovered. Alone choose where to focus the research efforts. Hover the building to see its details, then click on it. After we discovered the new buildings, we gain access to even more brilliant ideas. I can't recollect them right now, but I'm sure we had a lot of different ideas. They will surely come to me later. New research ideas will appear after you complete the previous one. It takes 1 day and 1 food. Is there something we can build? Thinker's Post. Then we got the shack. Wood collector. Is there a place where we can build this wood collector? Right here, right now? No, no place. The shack welcomes commoner. The shack will give us 2 more pips, and it can be built everywhere and even extend our boundaries. Let's place it here. And I think I just need to end the day. It takes maybe another day to complete this one. Do we have someone? No worker available. Okay, let's take someone here. My fault. Forager, just another turn, and we will end the structure and the research. Memory retrieved. Procreation. Pips can make new babies. The power of love. If a dwelling has enough empty space, pips will be able to make a baby, and they should if we want the village to thrive. Send 2 pips to that building with some surplus food, and they'll spend the next night together making a new baby. Any 2 free pips will do, regardless of their appearance. Pips can be very prolific. Research completed. Took a little time to realize that we needed more pips. I was too old, but my fellow pips were healthy and prolific. It's time for the birds and bean talk. It's pretty simple. You will just need a happy couple and some food. And 2 free pips will do. You need at least 2 free pips for this work. Free some pips. 1 is already there. Let's take another one. Pips also need an intimate place. Right click to open the action menu. When I order peeps to procreate, they would gladly accept. Choose to make a baby action. Here, make a baby. So peeps would then spend the next day making the baby. I hope everything is clear now. I want to explain it again. It's nice. We completed the research of the forager. Okay. Now we can go to the next part. Seed speaker. Crude well that produce water. This produce berries and seeds. Let's go for the water. Busted water events. He heals burning with water. Let's take this one. And let's wait. Hey there, Magic. Good morning. Yes, very busy. How are you? Growing up. Lala is growing up. Nice. When a new child is born, it will take a few turns before he can become an adult. Children are not strong nor disciplined enough to work, so they will just play around their homes all day. Remember to feed them however, as they hit just like an adult. Yeah, in fact, now we got 4 points for food each turn. But we have here food. This building provides peeps with the meaning to generate food for the village. The forager. I must build one of this over this tile. It works. Let's build over here. I have one free. Building in the village walls constraints are unfulfilled will be abandoned by peeps and cannot be used until the requirement is restored. For example, the Tinker's Post does not want any building close to it. Oh, okay. Remove plants and let's build somewhere else. I think it's not abandoned anymore. One over there. Let's build over here. Fine, thanks. Quite busy, but maybe next week I'm going back to normal duties. Let's say this. Okay, do I have someone who is not working? Go take some food. Okay, let's wait. We build forager. Building condition. Building may affect conditions. Okay, now we have a good income of foods, of cherries. We are keep thinking on this one. Then we got the wood collector. This one will be nice too. Maybe we can build something over here. We are still... Yes, you are right. You're right. I always say this too. .3? Is someone here? No. Just remove one and bring one over here. Crude well. Research growth. A new research section is available. Some terrains may have special properties that can affect building output. When a building that can take advantage of that terrain is built on top, it will have an increased production output. Oh yes, I remember now, we had ideas for many different types of structures. Sometimes I will remember a new research section and will appear in a research tree. Okay. Okay, we got a new pips available for the work. I can even free one and get a new pip here. Maybe we can do it. For example, if I remove this one over here. No? Doesn't work. Let's take a look at the research tree. We got cultivation over here, then we got the growth. This one is already available. We can build some hunting tent. This one will produce some food or a fishing post. Let's take the fishing post, okay? You know, this one has some settlers vibe, which is good. The first settler, I remember about it, was a great game. Food, well, crude well, busted water heavens, heals, burning with water. Let's take one over here. I have someone on it. It's okay. I don't know, free pips. It takes 2 free pips to work on this one. If I remove this one and I remove, for example, this one, make a baby. Okay. Let's stop everything and make some baby. Growing up. Oh damn, what happened? The Robo is growing up. The apocalypse vision, I remember it vividly. Events will appear. Our village is cursed. Plenty of events with unforeseen consequences may appear when you pass the turn between each day and the next. Events can be anything: a ship in the winds, the creation of a new bond, the symptoms of a new illness, or just a good old earthquake. Most events have adverse effects, so pray you are lucky. Do not despair, I'm not ordinary, I'm an oracle. I can sometimes predict what woes await. My visions are collected at the top of the screen. However, my visions are imperfect. I can only predict the nature of an event and the day it will appear. The rest is up to you. The vision came to me, I saw the future and the world is doomed. The apocalypse is coming. You brought us here to die? Don't be stupid, we are in this place for a reason, we can stop this. Let me tell you about my prophecy. According to what I saw, we will endure many trials in the near future. I wrote down all my vision, our first danger laid ahead. I carefully noted all days of the year, this is the current day. This is today. Wow. And the doom event awaits us in a few months. We must prepare for it. We are here in the next heaven. You foresee an omen. You know that this domain's threat will be affected and nothing can be done about that. It will be tied to the despair domain. Risk. Okay. You said we'd find a new life here. Disrespectful fool, are you calling me a liar? Work hard and the trials can be tested. This is what I saw. Now that you all know about the prophecy, we need to work hard to survive. Despair domain. The mysterious domains govern the life of pips, determine what heavens will appear, when and why. Each domain has its own rules, so make sure you learn the differences. Okay. In difficult times, the holes of the wind and the harshness of life can quickly drive a pip mad. The despair domain feeds on the inner struggle and social tensions of your pips. When its threat is high, pips will perform atrocious deeds controlled by their fears. Place buildings that increase hope in the village and keep your pips happy and entertained to fight despair events. Pips may also find happiness in positive social connection, which include pets. Hope and fear. I saw the future. We were all doomed. Thanks to my vision, I could warn everybody about what would happen. Vision of future events will appear here. My visions were tied to the domains, the forces that threaten the village. This one is sleeping, so we are safe for a while, but it will change. An Omen Prophecy may appear inside the prophecy book. Nothing can be done about our Omen Prophecy. The event will arrive and it will make things worse, just as predicted. Now we got some water too. We made new baby, so now we can go back to work. One on science and one on taking foods. I'll remove from here. Take this one, yes. It takes 3. Let's wait turn. An Omen event arrives in 5 days. You cannot prevent the events. Despair. Hunting. Forager. Some wood. Shack. And maybe we can think, yes, maybe we can think about a new shack. We can build another one over here. I just need someone to work on it. Okay. I'm curious to see what happened in 4 days. Let's keep working. We must be careful to the food. Okay, a new shack is available. The problem is, let's remove this pip from here. I don't need water. I need food. Yes, like this. And we still got 2 of them over here. Let's make a new baby. Baby grandma is growing up. No resources, no more resources over here. Let's work on this one and let's take some wood. And we got another one to take here, 9, okay. And we got a good production of food. Let's see what happened during this event. Fishing post. Hunting. Pips can hunt wild animals. Some villages require wild animals close by and use them as in input resources. Pips working there will hunt these animals to produce their output resources. Note that if no wild animals is found, those buildings cannot produce at all. Tiles may contain wild animals. These animals can be hunted through specific buildings. Every 3 days the population is replenished by 1. This happens even if no animals are left. Okay. So for example, now we can build the fishing post. Here we got a lake. You know what? Can't do anything. I must first build another shack. Let's see what we can do. The hunting tent. Maybe we can go on the hunting tent. Campfire. Nearby dwelling. Nearby hunting. So suitable burning. Let's take this one. We got one of the on it. Some producing. Let's just wait. I have an incoming. Let's see what happened. Throw sighting. Fear threat increases permanently by 1. Previous nothing. Strength 1. Next nothing. Oh, okay. Traits: wild and wild animals. Dangerous creatures look at the village outskirts. Prophecy. This is what is happened. The wilderness outside the village can be dangerous. We managed to face this thing. We witness crows sighting. The event arrived at the domain threat has increased. The bar below each domain measures its current threat. Were it ever to reach its maximum, we would doom. If awake, the domain generated fear each day. The higher the threat, the higher the fear generated per day. Not all was lost, however. We could fight that fear by generating hope. Research community. Some buildings will help you against upcoming events. These buildings produce some protection against a given domain. Your total protection determines your defense capability against events. You can check this total by hovering on the domains. Remember, we had special buildings to fight off events. Hunting small wild animals. We ideated special buildings to counterbalance the domain. Community. We focus on buildings that could give us some hope. This one will produce some hope. Okay. Okay, guys. Very, very nice. It has some settled vibe. And I think there's a lot to do, you know, a lot to take into account. the food production, the events. So it's a good idea, and everything is structured very well. Good job.